Hey everybody, it's Crystal B, and I want to welcome you to the final eclipse season of 2020. It's going to begin on November the 30th with a lunar eclipse in the sign that likes to talk and likes to spread information and news, Gemini. And what does that mean? It means that we're going to begin to close out this momentous year with a lot of information spreading around. And the moon is going to be staring down the sun. So the moon is in Gemini and the sun will be in Sagittarius, the truth seeker. And I personally believe that this eclipse, which always eclipses heighten energy, and normal full moons heighten energy, but at eclipses, they just really kind of bring things to a more dramatic level. And with the sign of Sagittarius in play, he's really going to be, egging on the moon, saying, I want to find the truth. So there's going to be a lot of different information that's going to be spreading around. And with all eclipses, there's new information that comes to the table. It's like we get an aha moment. We get, a mystery gets solved, of a very important factor that has been missing out of our view or awareness now comes to the table. And alongside the story that's taking place between the moon and Gemini and the sun in truth seeking Sagittarius, we're going to have Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto still in Capricorn. But now we have Jupiter and Capricorn in the final stages of their run in Capricorn. Okay, now they're getting into the later degrees. And once we get to the second eclipse, the second part of the eclipse story, because eclipses, you don't just have one eclipse. You have a lunar eclipse and then a solar eclipse, or a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse is the ending, the solar eclipse is the beginning. So this is the ending piece of the story. A lot of things are going to come to light. There's going to be some finality. When we get to the solar eclipse in December, it's going to be about December 13th, then that's going to be our new beginning. And I do have a lot of hope for that eclipse because it is a momentous new beginning and it's in the sign of Sagittarius. So there's a lot of possibilities that are around our new beginnings, and especially as we close out the year, this crazy, hectic, trying, difficult year. It's going to close out on a Sagittarius note, which is all about possibilities, all about let me shoot my stars and let me shoot my arrows and see how far they can go. So that's a positive for all of us to look forward to. But at this stage on November 30th, this is the closing part. This is what has to say goodbye. This is what has to wrap up. There's likely going to be Mercury is also in, oh, sorry, let me go back, because Saturn and Jupiter are in their last stages of Capricorn, and that they're going to be changing signs in December. They're both heading into Aquarius. But before any planet changes signs, it goes through a very critical stage. And as we embark upon this eclipse season, we're going to be seeing Saturn and Jupiter in their final stages of Capricorn, and really kind of wrapping up not only this year, but wrapping up. Jupiter's been in Capricorn since the end of 2019, and Saturn's been in Capricorn since the end of 2017. He tested the waters in Aquarius from the end of March until July, but he's wrapping up his Capricorn run. So this is really important. This is not just an eclipse season that is an ordinary eclipse season. It's an eclipse season that is really bringing together, wrapping up these very important cycles that have been underway for the last year. And when it comes to Saturn, the last since the end of 2017. But another thing that's important is that we've got Mercury Now, finally, Mercury is behaving himself, and Mercury is the ruler of this eclipse because the eclipse being in Gemini, Gemini works with Mercury. Mercury is going to be sharp. He's going to be really wanting to get to the point and really being factual, because he's going to be operating nicely with Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto. Another thing is that we've got Venus, the planet of love, who is also an important player in the new moon story this month. We've got Venus staring down in opposition to Uranus. So people are looking to break free from restriction. People are looking to break free from relationships that have, held them back. And relationships have been strained all year. So this is like a finale. Are you in it to win it, or do you need to make the break? Definitely going to be pushing the envelope in regards to what's important, money situations, value, anything that is close to our heart, especially relationships. And, it's really a momentous time. Eclipse seasons in general really bring important turning points. This one in particular, just because of all the volatility that has been out there over the last several months, this one really kind of brings the story to a finale. And it sets the stage for where we go for the new beginning, that Sagittarius solar eclipse, the new chapters that want to start blooming when we get to December. So definitely take all of that in. It's a lot of information. Release what no longer serves you, embrace what you have to say goodbye to, and get ready to close out the year on a optimistic note, even though what you may need to say goodbye to may be emotional and may be difficult. The awareness might, take you by surprise, the news coming in, because there's going to be a lot of news, but also be ready to say goodbye to something so you can embrace the new. And good luck with all of your aha moments, all the new revelations that come to the table, and all of the, important wrap-ups that you are embarking upon, that you need to go through. Because again, this has been a momentous time, momentous year, but it's also, in the grand scheme of things, it's really looking to wrap up so we can really head into the new and head into an entirely new chapter of our lives. So everybody, good luck with where it takes you. More information in your horoscope. Definitely see what area is being activated in your astrology that you have to either say goodbye to or take it to an entirely new level. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.